When you hear about the impact on these poor families whose children, aged 6, were blown to pieces in a school, when you hear about the impact, do you have any real regret or remorse about fueling this idea that it was staged and hoaxed and they were comic actors?
You let me talk at all? Adam Lanza killed those children, not me. I'm going to explain to you again. I'm going to say it again. The media took what I said out of context, years later, magnified it to make a political hit point on me and on Trump, and they blew it all up and then said I was doing it. They have no proof. I a few times questioned it on air. I became super famous.
You said it was a hoax and a fake.
To me. They've raised hundreds of millions in donations, 73 million from Remington. Now they're coming after the First Amendment. It's insane. And I told you I'd come on and briefly talk about Sandy Hook. You sent a whole list of topics. Now I want you to be true to your word and not a deceptive person, Piers. We have spent 24 minutes on Sandy Hook. I want to move on to the Davos group.
I just want you to answer the question first. Before we move on, do you feel... When you hear these accounts of what happened to these families, do you feel a sense of personal regret and remorse that your actions on air, inspired to think these people were actors and their kids didn't really die? Do you feel genuine remorse?
No, I legitimately questioned Sandy Hook, and I stand by what I did.
You said it was a fake and a hoax.
You let me finish? And no, I don't. I apologized before they sued me if I ever hurt anybody's feelings, and I'm supposed to apologize forever and ever in some communist struggle session.
I just asked you whether you feel regret and remorse. I asked you whether you feel regret and remorse for fueling this belief that Sandy Hook was staged and fake. That's the only question I asked you.
When you give an apology, which I've given over 150 times, you're done with the apology. Type in Alex Jones apologizes for Sandy Hook. You'll have it before they sued me, so I'll point you to that.